Hi everyone, and welcome to a new video finally. I know that just in general on YouTube I have been not exactly as present as I usually have been in the past. It's just been kind of an intense transition time with me and my family. We are not really sure where we are going at this point in time, if you know what I mean. I mean, sometimes that's a good thing, but sometimes it's a really stressful thing. I think when you go through periods of time, you know, where you don't really know what's coming in your life, it's a lot easier to handle when you are, you know, either just a couple or solo. It's really, really hard to make any kind of drastic changes when you are a family. So it's been kind of stressful. Like I'm not gonna lie, both me and my husband have been a little bit stressed out. So this video is not really about that, but I wanted to let you know that I'm feeling really inspired to finally start my spiritual series on this channel. I've been wanting to start the Embracing Winter series on this channel for like 5 years. It's kind of ridiculous. The reason I feel like it's so important that I do this is because it's been 5 years since I've been experiencing actually proper winter. For those of you who are new to this channel, I'm sorry about my rambling. You probably just want to know what I'm getting for Christmas, but I felt like it was important that I talk about some of the stuff that's been going on first. So, you know, I come from California and I've been living in Germany now for over 5 years actually, and the winters here are long. Like, winter itself is okay, but they're about 6 months long here. Like, the seasons are a little bit unequally distributed, at least in the area that I live, and I think most of Germany is quite similar. It's actually snowing outside right now, which is actually quite pretty today. My husband took the girls out sledding, and I'll probably join them. We'll probably go out again. So maybe I'll show you guys the snow. There, you can see the snow falling outside. So yeah, the snow is looking quite beautiful out today. It's a very cozy day. It's Sunday. And yeah, I thought I'd go ahead and share with you guys what I got for Christmas. It might be a little lengthy because I have to go into some detail, I feel like, with some of these presents. So let's go ahead and show you guys. So I think I'll start with some of the easier kind of gifts to explain. So I was in TK Maxx actually just yesterday. I don't know if this really counts as a Christmas present for yourself at this point in time anymore, but I'm counting it as. TK Maxx is like TJ Maxx. They just call it TK Maxx in Europe. So we basically have a TJ Maxx in Munich, and it's huge now. And like, I love their cosmetic section because though they don't have all natural things, they have a very large selection of them, and they have a lot of American brands that I can't find in normal supermarkets in Germany. So I got 2 things by Alba Botanica. I remember when I was going through my all natural cosmetic phase, like when I was taking out all of my unnatural stuff in San Francisco, Alba Botanica was one of my favorite ones in America. It's the Midnight Tuberose Indulging Moisture for Normal to Dry Skin, and it's got coconut oil in there. This smells so heavenly. And then I got a body lotion. So I've been doing a lot of cupping, so I've been using like a little suction cup to try to help remove some of that cellulite on my legs, and I need a lot of lotion for that, I'm finding. So I got a giant bottle of coconut lotion. This has a very mild smell. I got another coconut lotion once from TK Maxx, and I hated the smell. It was so strong and so synthetic. This is quite a natural kind of coconutty scent. And yeah, it's really, really good lotion, and it's gonna come in a lot of handy for my cellulite cupping thing. I also got this product from TK Maxx yesterday. Now this is actually quite funny. I've been following this YouTuber Karis Brown-Malloy for many, many years. I actually have ordered a Ormus supplement for myself, and I was watching some of her videos and reviews about certain kinds, and she got sent this Magnesium Spray as kind of a free sample, and I was really intrigued by that because, as you guys know, I suffer anxiety, and I had a really rough year kind of thinking I had like a serious neurological condition such as MS. I had an MRI, I had lots of blood tests drawn. Everything came out okay, but I still resumed to have symptoms where I don't tremor, but I have like muscle spasms that are pretty much non-painful. Like, I don't have any painful muscle cramps, but I do have random muscle spasms. Like my eyelids will twitch more than what's kind of the norm, because I know a lot of people experience that when they're tired. I will have like spasms on my legs. It's just on and on and on. And my magnesium came back okay in the blood results, and so did B12, just so you guys know. And I got tested for all of these things like multiple times. But I decided to try this. A lot of people have been saying really good things about magnesium oil spray, magnesium chloride sprays. And I just happened to run into it at TK Maxx, and it was literally like €6. It was crazy. So I got this brand. It's, what is this brand called? Calm and Able. It's an Australian brand. And this is the Magnesium Chloride Rose and Frankincense Spray. Now this actually has no scent at all. I was really disappointed actually. I was looking forward to the rosy frankincense smell, but there's nothing. But yeah, so I've just used it for the first time last night. It's also supposed to be good if you have like really bad menstrual cramps. You just spray it on the area that tends to get sore like after a workout. And my husband actually went ice skating with my daughter last night, and he was like getting such a workout, like trying to keep her from not falling down. And we sprayed it all over his back because his back was hurting the most, and he woke up completely fine. And last night he was having a lot of pain. So I'm really excited to see if this might help with my problem. I have heard of, there have been reviews of people who have had a similar condition to me, which is actually called benign fasciculation syndrome is what I have. So there have been people who have said that this has helped more than oral supplements. So I'm really looking forward to see how this goes. Next up is an actual Christmas present that somebody gifted to me. So this is a cocoa face cream, and this product is amazing. It's like one of these raw vegan products, and it's straight from Panama. It's like somewhere in the tropics, like somebody I know went on holiday there, and this is amazing. Like the smell of this chocolate is almost like coffee because you can tell it's like a really raw chocolate that's been used in there. And I've been actually using this on my stretch marks, and it's not gonna last me very long. This is a tiny, tiny bottle, as you can see. But this is just amazing. I've also been using it as a lip balm. It's just such a great multi-use product. Next up is actually a really great gift from my husband. He got me a necklace. It's a Micheaux necklace. He makes jewelry inspired by nature, and there are so many options. And my husband got me the sunflower one, and actually the beads are made of tree resin. And there's tree resin in the flowers as well, and it's like sterling silver with like a gold pleat. And I love that jewelry. I've been eyeing it for ages. It's just so expensive, so I've never actually bought it for myself, so I don't even know how much this was. I tried looking it up online because I wanted to do some research on it. I haven't been able to find it like as much. I've tried Googling for hours and hours, so it's kind of nice to know that I have something original. And I love it. I've worn it loads already. Another thing I actually had gifted is a vegan recipe book, and I am really, really intrigued by this book. It's in German, which is great because it helps me, you know, be practicing my German, which is important. There's some really great recipes in here, like things that I have been wanting to make for a long time. Like this looks, how amazing does this look? Like mandel feta cheese. Mandel is almond, so it's like an almond feta cheese. I've been wanting to try to make my own cheeses and stuff like that. So there's some really interesting recipes in here, and everything looks really nice and like homely and rustic, which is my favorite kind of cooking method. I just kind of throw everything together. I very rarely follow a recipe book. I'm really like a creative kind of cooker. But I think for things like almond cheese, I'm gonna need a little bit of a guidance. So yeah, I got actually a couple of books, but this was my favorite one. Okay, so this is something I actually got for myself. I have decided to get myself oracle cards, even tarot cards. I went with a couple that Karis recommended. So this is one of them. I will actually make a video all about this kind of thing. This is Magic of Flowers Oracle deck. And what I've really been enjoying with these is, well, one deck in particular, it's actually the tarot deck, has been freakishly accurate. Now, tarot reading is not really foretelling the future. It's more for sort of guidance as to, for me, it's more sort of something that's really relaxing, and a lot of the time, not all the time, but a lot of the time they're really, really positive and uplifting, or sometimes it's just something that you really need to hear. Now there is one particular deck, which is not this one, although I do find this one to be accurate. There's a particular deck that I got that has been absolutely freakishly accurate. It's actually quite scary, like I'm not even gonna lie, because I definitely was a little bit pessimistic. I decided to show this one because I thought it was quite pretty. And none of these are like to tell the future. I don't know, just feeling like you're just getting kind of some point in a direction. I find if it resonates with me, I always find it to be something really powerful. If it doesn't, I'm just like, well, okay, well, that didn't resonate with me at all. But yeah, so it's been really just like a relaxing way for me to unwind sometimes at the end of the day. And it kind of brings out the inner child in me because my mom was actually really into all this kind of thing for a period of time when I was growing up, and I remember being really into it myself, and just buying things like that look like this for yourself for Christmas. It just kind of reminds you of being a kid again, because it's not exactly, not that it's not adult. When was the last time you got something like in a really pretty box like this, and something that's seems a little bit kind of fantasy-like, unless you got a video game or something like that. So let me just read you guys. I pulled the orchid flower not that long ago. I will go ahead and read you guys what it says. So, who you are is perfect, and it is of utmost importance that you embody your individuality now. If this card appears in the present or future position, it's time to express those aspects of yourself that are unique to you, and to do so proudly and unapologetically. In the past position, it is an indicator that this situation is grounded in an auspicious alignment with your authenticity, or that the topic of being your true self is at heart of the challenge or issue that you are inquiring about. Unfortunately, our culture can sometimes inadvertently or purposely give us the message that there is something wrong with us if we choose to do things in a way that doesn't conform to conventional customs or habits. While there is a place for tradition, consider that it is no one ever consulted their own inner compass before blindly following the orientation of the masses. If you receive this card and you immediately know and understand what it refers to, great. But if you don't, take some time to consult yourself deeply. Is there a part of you that's been buried and is aching for recognition and expression? Have you been overlooking or ignoring something that is important to you in the interest of keeping the peace, or falling in line with expectations or projections of others? When you choose to refuse to give credence to any opinion that is not really your own, do you find that you already know the answer to your question? You are here on this planet for a reason, and that reason has nothing to do with hiding who you are or what you truly desire. Express who you are, share yourself with others, boldly broadcast your perspectives and talents to the world. The following ideas and messages may apply to your present situation. Express your honest opinion clearly, firmly, and with love. So this really resonated with me because I have definitely been going through a period of time of feeling like I'm a bit of a weirdo. You know, being a vegan and being into stuff like this and you know, being in a completely different culture, I have definitely found that I have held certain parts of myself back, and that I have self-doubted myself quite a lot since actually coming to Germany. So I did actually really resonate with this card. I do really like this deck. I tend to just kind of reach to this deck when I'm just looking for positive affirmations. I don't usually ask that many questions to this deck. Because honestly, sometimes when I ask questions to this deck, it doesn't really answer. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't have anything to do with what I asked. So I really prefer another deck, which I will talk about in that video when it comes. So that was just a little preview. So now we're on to kind of stationary type things. Since I started this, I decided I wanted to journal about my tarot and oracle card readings and experiences, and also like my gratitudes and my meditations and things that I'm learning along the way in this spiritual journey of going deeply inward during this time, during this wintry time. So I was at TK Maxx, and everything's at TK Maxx. So I got myself a journal. I just really liked this. I just thought it was really pretty, and like the pages are gold, and actually the tarot deck that I have told you that I find super accurate has actually gold edges, and I was like, ooh, that's perfect. So, and the pages are just like stunning in here to write in. So I'm really looking forward to writing down all of my experiences. I actually have done a tarot deck sort of reading for the year for 2017. Yeah, so more stationary stuff. This stuff I actually got before Christmas. I had heard really great things about this from a couple of doula friends, and it is the These are little workbooks. People rave about these things. These are the Dawson Goals workbook or Shining Year workbooks, and I also got a planner, so I basically ordered a whole set. It also comes with a giant wall planner that's for the whole year. And really what's great about this is it's a good way to reflect. Now I would say that I am a reflector, but I definitely don't have the organizational skills, I feel like, to do it. So these workbooks have really come in handy because it's a good way to put all of the things that I have been wanting to jot down in different notebooks, all in one notebook, and it's all very inspiring and really, really beautiful. So this is the business workbook, which I haven't filled out quite as thoroughly as the life workbook, but this is a good way. It has like a section for just about everything. So you basically have a section to write down your finances, your teamwork, your systems, your boundaries and balances, your education courses you want to be taking, customers, marketing, rounding it all up and making your goals happen. And it's a really, really good way to and I think it's a good way to reflect. Like once the year's over, I can look back and say, you know, see how much has gone down. And as you guys know, I've started my own business as a doula, and I also do consider YouTube to be a potential career path for me. It's also a great way to reflect on the positive things that happened in 2016, because you go over what happened in 2016. Like, so for instance, what dreams came true during 2016? Because when I look back at 2016, I actually saw it as a really difficult year, but it was really nice to, you know, revisit the positive things that happened. So 2016 was the year that I maintained a healthy body mass index for the first time in my entire life. As you guys know, I've been a huge sufferer of obesity. I was vegan for the whole year. I had my first birth as a doula. I traveled to 3 beautiful countries in Europe. I maintained healthy fitness goals, like I was at the gym and wanted to go to the gym multiple times during the week. My community grew. I have very healthy, happy daughters. Now the thing that really made the year made the year hard was quite general. It was really just that my anxiety was at an all-time high, and that I call it the year of the twitch because of my issues with muscle spasms. So, you know, these workbooks are really, really fun. I would really recommend them. A lot of people, like big names, people who have really thriving businesses and who seem to do well in life, have raved about these. I've almost completely filled out the life one. I've got to get on with the business one. So it also comes with a planner, which we'll see how it goes using this planner. It's quite cool because it gives you an opportunity to check in every month and remind you to. And I really like that there's like little tabs in there, and I love that all the women look so happy and so different and so like in their zen. So it's really, really fun. I really like the workbooks, and it's been a lot of fun for me to fill them out so far. So last but not least, I have got myself another journal, and I have actually gotten this for myself a long time ago, but I finally started my red tent book. So I've been wanting to do this for a long time. This is basically where once a week at the start of every new phase of my cycle, I reflect on what has been going down with my mood and all that stuff. And I really want to start the period series as well, especially right now since things are going a bit slow with the doula business. Really try to get back on YouTube and see how it goes, because I do see it as a potential, I mean, it is like such an amazing outlet for me, and it always has been, and I've really enjoyed doing it. Otherwise I would not be doing it still for all these years. So all right, that is everything I got for Christmas, with a lot of life ramble. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you're looking forward to these other videos that I have coming. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next one.